Hello everyone. I've just got some printing done. I will usually get my printing done at this place here. It's called AT Printing. It's actually not very far from where I live. It's pretty handy. That's why I go there. It's also very cheap. It's like £1 per A4 page. I think it's £2 for A3 in black and white. So it's fairly reasonable for what I need. Just thought I'd share that with you. Talk to you soon. Hello everyone, I'm back here in the Foo residence now. This is where I've been staying the last while. I'll flip you around now and I'll show you what it's like. This is the entrance here. Well, this is the road you walk down when you're coming in here. You see there's a laundry place there on the right, and you're looking for this sign here, Foo residence, and it's in Thai writing. It's the office area there, reception. And you come in and this is the compound. So I'll walk you up to my particular one. It's a good bit up. It's a nice quiet area. Like, I haven't had any problems in the actual condo as such. You don't really hear much. It's all the neighbors are very quiet. If I was going to have any complaints at all, there'd be really only two. The actual area itself, I'm not a big fan of. The reason being is there's about a 300-meter walk from here to the main road there, Chiang Mai, leading you up to the night bazaar, and close enough to Loy Road and Old Town area. The actual walk from Chiang Mai Road to Loy Road and Old Town and everything like that, that's only about 20, maybe 25-minute walk. But the problem with the 300 meters to get out to that road is that it's covered in soy dogs and they're very aggressive. There's probably about 8 or 9 soy dogs in that area, and every time I'm trying to walk they're just barking like crazy at me. I think Thai soy dogs don't like me. Anyway, so you have this is the lock from my room. You have a little padlock, so you can use your own lock on the door. It means that your stuff is safe from the staff, but the staff here are very nice and friendly. They wouldn't dream of going into your room anyway. And then of course you have your lock for the actual, that the staff gives you a key for. Okay, I will show you the inside now in a few minutes. I'm just going to tidy up a bit. Talk soon. Hello everyone, doing my inside the condo tour here like I promised. I'm just going to show you around. It's not going to take that long. There's like 4 rooms, so it should be over very quickly. I'm just going to show you what you get in Chiang Mai. This costs me 7,000 baht a month. You can get cheaper places. You can get places for about 5,000 baht a month, closer to Katswan Cow area, which is very good for shopping. But this area is a little bit more out of the way, and I'll give you a pros and cons list later when we're finished. So let me just show you. Okay, flipping you around. Okay, so basically you come in the door here, and just here I have like a makeshift kind of shoe rack type thing. So this is the living room area here. My desk area is a bit messy. I work from home some days, well, most days really actually. And you have some storage space up here. I kind of keep all my knickknacks in there. Rainwear. I got a stormtrooper helmet. I went to see Han Solo here. I have some washing out being dried. I had them outside earlier on. It's probably going to start raining soon, so I took them in. You have a little kind of a 2-seater couch here. Keep my laundry down there. And that's the sitting room area really. You have a nice aircon unit up here that keeps me nice and cool during the day. I'll bring you into the kitchen. Let me just turn on the lights first. Okay, so you have your fridge, a nice decent sized fridge and a freezer. I've just done my dishes. You have some cupboard space up here. I have some plates and frying pans, etc. Same up here, that's where I keep my groceries. Tea bags are kind of all over the shop there. Keep my washing powder and stuff down there. And then you have like a kind of a countertop area here. So what I'll just show you appliances I got when I was here. So kettle, of course. Appliances here are actually very cheap. Kettle cost me like 160 baht. I think it's like not even €5. €4 I think. the egg maker there is the one behind it, this lad here. It's really good for doing, like you basically just pop in 3 eggs into it. It comes out in kind of a tube shape, but it's actually saves me a lot of time. My toaster maker, and this is a hot plate, so you can do your fries and stuff like that, your stir fries. This is my favorite thing. This is the air fryer, so it's like a kind of a tiny little oven. You just put in your chips or your meat or whatever you want to do, and it's oven roasted in there in half the time, and it's like much better quality, if you ask me, than regular oven food. And of course a rice cooker. Rice cooker you kind of can't do without here. So that's the kitchen. I'll show you the bedroom now. So you have like a little bit of storage space there, nothing major. It's my suitcase. Fan that I bought, again cheap enough, like I bought it for about 500 baht, I can't remember. Aircon unit. There's a little bit of a balcony at the back there. It's a good sized bed, like a king size bed I think. Your sockets and your storage. It's a good sized bedroom. I never use the outside balcony. It's, you know, I suppose I could use it for drying my clothes and stuff, but I always put them at the front. So you have wardrobe space here. I keep my towels down the bottom, shorts, t-shirts. Like that's pretty much all I wear when I come to Thailand. You know, no need for jeans or long sleeve shirts. And you have your electric shower, my sink, loo, and of course a little kind of a vanity area here. I keep my cleaning stuff underneath the vanity area. And that is pretty much the guts of my condo. So like I said, it costs about, it's 7,000 baht a month. I did have to sign a contract out for 6 months. That'll be up at the end of this month. And also bills, generally speaking, I use the aircon a lot. I can't sleep without the aircon on, so I leave it on all night. That costs about, my bills usually run up about 3,000 baht a month. So that's like another, so essentially you're talking 10,000 baht for bills. I'll do a pros and cons list here now. I'll just sit down, take the load off. The pros here, I have to say, is privacy. It's a really nice area. Like there's no, I don't have any problems with neighbors. It's very quiet. There's no, you know, you don't hear people coming and going. It's just, it's all fairly easygoing. The 2 biggest cons, the first one, the one that's not really a big deal, is the Wi-Fi is just terrible here. I thought that would be a bigger issue than it's turned out to be, but I got a phone here in Thailand when I first got here. Just bought a cheap AIS phone. I think it cost me about 2,000 baht. I pay 600 baht a month. That covers all of my data. So for 30 days I get unlimited data that I can use from the phone. That allows me to work from home here. I just use the hotspot on the phone. I can send and receive emails. I can download all the documents that I need. I can watch stuff on Netflix, watch YouTube stuff. I don't generally have any problems using the hotspot. The speed is fine for me. The biggest concern that I've had here is that this area is about 300 meters off of Chiang Mai Road. And once I get out onto Chiang Mai Road, I'm fine. Like I love to walk anyway. I could walk for miles. I walk, you know, once I get out onto the main road, I can walk from here to like the Night Bazaar, Loikroi Road area. I can walk to Old Town, Tapai Gate. It's you know, like the walking isn't a factor. The biggest problem is the 300 meters between here and Chiang Mai Road. It's covered with soy dogs. It's like 8 or 9 soy dogs, and for whatever reason they just do not like me. Every time I'm walking past, they go for me, like, you know, you see them edging closer and closer and closer to me, and the teeth come out, like they're seconds away from biting until I turn around and just give them a shout or whatever. But at night time they were a little bit more aggressive. I always tend to steer clear of walking back at night time. I'll get a taxi, or I'll get a tuk-tuk or whatever. That's pretty much the guts of it. If you're living here and you you have a like a moped or a motorbike, then you're fine. Like the dogs aren't really an issue. You can get in and out of this place fairly easy. Like it's actually fairly accessible to most of the main parts of Chiang Mai city. Yeah, it's just like I don't have a motorbike. I'll just show you why. I had a bit of an incident there last year. See a bit of the scar on my foot there. Put it on the other side of my leg. Had to really open me up. That last year, it's about a year and a half ago since that happened. Had to really open me up and do a job. I was on crutches for 3 months after that. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So yeah, I steer clear of motorbikes now. I take grab taxis everywhere. I'm gonna do another video on grab taxis. Actually, I think I want people to see what kind of options there are for traveling around Chiang Mai when you do get here. I think that's it regarding the condo. I'm going to do another quick video here regarding just a quick personal introduction, what I hope to achieve with this channel. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll talk to you soon. Hello everyone again. I'm just going to show you a little bit about my work. I want to talk a little bit about that actually today. Like, this is pretty much what I'm talking about here. So essentially I am in the construction business. These are plans for a house in Dublin, Ireland, where I'm from. This is the specification. Another project over there to look at next week. That is my work folder. Usually that's full, but I'm just back from holiday, so it's pretty slow at the moment. I spent 3 weeks in Ao Nang. These lever arch files are full of projects. I'll just show you. These are projects that I've already finished. I'm getting a double use of the boxes. They are storage slash foot what's it called, foot storage, shall we say. Okay, so that's my files for the last 5 months worth of work. 2 of those boxes. I'll fix that later. And this is the current job. So essentially what I do is I schedule the work. An architect sends me a set of architectural plans and I quantify the quantity of brickwork, concrete, steel, timber, all that kind of stuff. I put together a schedule and a time frame for the work to be carried out, let them know what kind of labor force you need, roofers, block layers, carpenters, etc. And they, I give them all this in the schedule and what's called a bill of quantities, and then they pay me. So all that's done over the interweb. They just email me the plans. I print them out here. I shown you the print place earlier. I take the files back here. I do my schedule. I email the schedule back to the client and send them my invoice, and they pay me. It's all done online. No need for me to be in Ireland or UK for me to do my job. I'd say 95%, but closer to 100% really actually of my work is either in Dublin or London. So that's that. Another thing that I sometimes do, and it's actually something I'm probably going to look to get into more in the coming months, shall we say. It's a nice little earner, is just contracting for yourself. I worked for a company for a while back home that the managing director of the company didn't really leave the office. He stayed in the office all the time, and myself and another contract manager, we were the ones that went out and looked at the projects and dealt with the staff and dealt with the clients and all that kind of stuff. And if you can do that, if you have the capital to do that, it's actually a really nice little earner. For example, I recently priced a job for a well-known shopping store in Ireland, and the project was just painting and decorating, but it was the value of it was 74,000 euros. I don't know how much that would be, and let's say dollars, to $85,000 probably. And essentially what that was just painting and decorating internally. It was set to be 12 weeks work. I'd have to send in a crew of men, say 4 men, down to the county that it was in, and they just do the work. I do 2-week progress claims, and then say, yeah, we're 20% finished, we're 30% finished. They pay you every 2 weeks, and again, for that, I would not need to be in Ireland for me to do that. So if you have the capital to do that, it's a nice little way to earn a living and still continue to be location independent. Like I said, though, you need the capital. Most importantly, you need to know what the market value rates are. So if you know how much a square meter it should cost you for doing painting and decorating, say, or for doing plastering, or cubic meter for concrete, and etc., 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 you can work remotely. Just have a crew of men working on your behalf in whatever territory you're pricing to work in, and you pay them, they pay you. Easy. Couldn't be easier. So that's in a nutshell what I do. Most of the people that I meet here are mostly digital nomads. So the purpose of my channel, what I want to achieve with it is I want to show that you don't have to be like a technology person to be location independent. My job deals very technology is a small part of it, but very small part of it. It's mostly measurement, and it's mostly me working with my scale rule. I'm going to show you. Trusty scale rule. I just open it up for starters. Open it up, take my measurements off the plans, do my schedule of work, and done. Generally speaking, I would charge about, say, €200 for measuring a project. So for this, I'll get probably about maybe €250, which is about 8 to 10,000 baht, and that's a day's work. Maybe not even a day's work. I'd probably do total that project and this project over here in a day. So I'd say 250 for the big one there, and this one over here is just a small project. I'll just show you shell of a house. So I'll probably charge $100 for that. It's probably going to take me about 2 hours. So let's say €350. What's that? 10,000 plus, that's 14,000 baht for a day's work. It's not bad at all. Anything else? How else do I make money? Oh yeah, commission. I sometimes price work on commission. So for example, I priced a job yesterday. It's valued at €40,000 for another project, again in Dublin. Actually, you know what? I'd say my work is like 80% Dublin, 20% London. So I priced a job in Dublin, €40,000 is what I priced it at. Again, it's another painting and decorating project. And if I'm successful with that, I have a bunch of painters and decorators that I work with. And instead of getting my own crew, I'll just pass the job on to them, and they pay me a commission. So my commission rate is generally 5%. So €2,000 for my work yesterday. I'll have to do interim valuations, but again, they take not even half an hour maybe. So for what would essentially be a day's work, €2,000, which is 80,000 baht. So couldn't be with a stick. Anyway, that's my work. That's what I do for a living while I'm living here. Of course, you still have to pay your taxes back home and all that kind of stuff. But generally speaking, my work does not require me to be at home. Hello everyone. I want to do this last kind of video here just to show you how much it costs to travel in Chiang Mai with Grab. Grab is kind of like it's like the same kind of thing as Uber. I'm sure most people probably, if you come to Thailand, you probably know what it is already. But for people who don't, this is a quick little explanation about it. So essentially what you do is you just download the app, and you type in, it generally gives you kind of a idea of where you are, and then you just type in your current location, where you want the taxi to pick you up from, and where you want it to take you to. So I will show you, I'll show you where I am at the moment. 1 second, let's turn this around. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? Okay, so say if we go to, where's the square? There's the square, okay. So I'm the blue dot there. and say I want to go from there to Central Festival. That will cost 75 baht. So a 75 baht journey is it's about like less than €2, but that's probably about 8 kilometers away, so it's a good distance. Let's say if you wanted to go to Tafai Gate, which is right in the middle of the old city. So I will go back and let's type in Tafai Gate. Though sometimes the autocorrect fixes it. No. Okay, Tafai Gate. So Tafai Gate will be 59 baht. What are other areas that you might want to go to? Like say you wanted to get from here to Zoe and Yellow, maybe. It's kind of like a nightclub area in the city. So Zoe in Yellow. There a second ago, there you were. So 62 baht. If you wanted to get from here to Maya Mall. For some reason I love Maya Mall. Even I don't understand why. Maya Lifestyle Mall would be 86 baht. So there you go. Pretty much most, turn you around again. Pretty much most journeys in or around the city are about, between 60 and 80 baht. So that's essentially between €1.50 and €2. So it's like getting a taxi here is cheaper than it would be to take a bus back home. So anyway, just hope that was helpful. If you're ever coming out here, well, something that I should probably say, I don't ride a motorbike. For whatever reason, I just don't, I just take grab cabs everywhere. I spend probably about the same amount of money on cabs as I would if I rented a motorbike. I think the cost to rent a motorbike here is between about 2,000 and 3,000 baht. Plus you have to put in about, let's say about 500 baht a month on petrol. So you're talking about, say, 3,000 baht a month minimum to hire a motorbike. I went through it one time and I spent about the same amount of money getting taxis everywhere, and I don't I don't hinder my use of taxis. It's not that expensive, so I just, anytime we need to go anywhere, I just call a grab and it comes out, picks me up, pay them whatever it is, between 60 and 80 baht, and I get where I'm going. So that's an option for you if you're coming to Chiang Mai. You could choose the motorbike route if you wanted. Another thing to think about, if, like myself, you don't have a motorbike license, you could find yourself getting stopped by the police over here, and I think it's a 5,000 baht fine now. It was actually only 500 baht. They've increased it now to 5,000 baht. So it's big bucks if you get caught driving without a license. So anyway, yeah, that's something to think about. Good stuff. Hope that was helpful. Talk to you then. Cheers.